for meditation, as we were talking about earlier. And it's associated with the mantra Om. And Om is that vibration that is within all living things. And so when we chant Om, we're connecting to the greater whole, which is really beautiful to be reminded of that. And at our third eye is where our opposite energies come together. So what makes our chakras spin, remember our chakras are all along the spine, and what makes them spin is the energy on the right side, the masculine energy and the feminine energy. And when those opposites come together, those polarities cross, the wheels spin. And so they cross at every chakra along that main energy channel, but then they converge at the third eye and then as one pass through our crown. So today's practice is going to center on on integrating the opposite energies physically. So we're going to do a lot of cross body movements, kind of some twists, and that's why. But we're going to tune into that third eye subtly and on the energetic level to support us in our physical practice. So grounding down into your space, maybe with a sigh. Then maybe bringing awareness to the base of that spine, that root chakra. And then imagine that thread-like energy channel that flows along the spine up and down, that main channel, the Sushumna nadi. And then on the right side of the body, that masculine energy channel. On the left side, the lunar feminine energy. And if it's supportive, perhaps bringing awareness to the root and moving the awareness over to the right side, that masculine energy. Trace it up the side of the body on the right side, across to the third eye, and then exhale down that left side of the body, down that lunar channel to the root. And then inhale up the right side as if it were a circuit, just following the breath up and down the sides of the body, crossing at the third eye. And then next time you get to that root chakra, let's pause at the root chakra, the base of the spine. On the in-breath, let's follow the breath up the front of the body to the third eye. And exhale down the back of the body, maybe exhaling down to the root. Inhale up the front of the body to the third eye. Exhaling. Inhaling up the front of the body. Exhaling down the back. And inhale up the front of the body. And exhale, last time down. And then pause at the bottom. And then at any point, whenever you're ready, bring your awareness to that third eye, settle it in the third eye, and just breathe in and out through that third eye. Maybe you feel the energy expanding out and in, or forward and back and in, or maybe it just is there. Just bring our awareness to the right ankle, the left wrist, the left ankle, the right wrist, the right knee, the left elbow, the left knee, the right elbow, the right hip, the left shoulder, the left hip, the right shoulder. And then all that energy, feel it converge at your third eye point. You can add an om to your exhales if you'd like. And now perhaps keeping our eyes closed, let's expand our arms outward like a T. And maybe, yeah, keep those eyes closed with your awareness in the third eye and just listen to my guidance and don't even worry if you're not doing what I'm doing. Just kind of move where you hear me guiding. Let's bring our arms up overhead, whatever that means to you as you hear me say that. You don't have to look at me. And then we'll exhale, twist towards the left, bring the right hand towards the left knee, the left hand behind us. Crossing that right over to the left. And then glancing over the left shoulder and maybe towards the front. And breathe here. On an exhale, you can bring those arms up back to the middle so the fingertips shine towards the sky. The shoulders are stacked under elbows and wrists. Breathe in. Exhale, twist towards that right knee, the left hand coming to the left, or the left hand going to the right knee, right hand behind us, twisting towards the right. Feeling into your being and into that subtle energy as we flow physically. And then let's inhale back up to center, arms coming up over the shoulders, the heart, the third eye, the throat shining forward. Breathe in. Exhale, let's fold forward down in front of us, palms coming to the floor. You can tuck the chin if you want. Breathe in. And then we'll exhale, walk both hands to the right. So maybe the elbows kind of frame that knee, maybe they don't. But your hands are towards the right side of the body, towards that right knee. Plant the right hand. Let's bring the left arm up to sky. And maybe that left hand stays towards the sky. Or maybe you bring that left hand behind you, and maybe the fingertips find the right hip. And if not, maybe those hands, the left hand rests on the right foot, the right hand on the floor. Wherever that left hand is, let's bring it back up to sky. And then close that left hand towards the right hand. So both hands are kind of side by side in the same direction as that right knee. And now walk the hands over towards the left. Planting the hands on the earth. Plant the left hand down and reach the right arm to sky. This is kind of that symbol that we have ourselves planted in the physical, but we're also in the ethers with that arm in the sky. You can bring that right hand towards the left hip, behind the back, or maybe the right hand comes to the left foot. Breathing in and out. When you're ready, wherever that right hand is, bring it up to sky. But this time, reach up with the right hand and bring the left arm up to meet the right hand. So both of our hands are reaching to sky now. Let's exhale, bring the wrists in front of the shoulders so the hands are in front of us. Bring the right arm under, the left arm on top. Find eagle arms, the right arm underneath, crossing the arms, and maybe those thumbs come to the third eye. Breathe in and out. Maybe your next exhale, you exhale Om. Now let's unwrap those arms, open up wide as if we're expanding that intuition and illumination outward. And then exhale, bring the arms back together. Left arm under, right arm on top this time. Eagle arms. Maybe you bring the thumbs to the third eye. You can exhale Om if you want. Om. Now keeping those arms together, release the thumbs off the forehead. Bring those arms kind of in a glob towards the right, and then bring the gaze over that left shoulder. So just a gentle kind of twist, the elbows kind of over that right leg in eagle. The gaze towards the left. And then we'll exhale, bring the arms back to the middle. Open up the arms, unraveling. And then exhale, bring them back together. The right arm under, left arm on top. Eagle arms, and then exhale to bring those arms over towards that left side and the gaze over that right shoulder. Maybe the chin is in the same direction as the right shoulder, a little twist. Breathe in. And then exhale, bring the arms back to the middle, gazing in the same direction as the elbows. Unwrap the arms, open them up wide. And then exhale, bring the arms out in front. Drop the hands, let's find tabletop. Rocking up into table. And when you get to table, notice the right hand and the left knee, the left hand and the right knee. And let's plant the knees, plant the hands, and then curl the toes under and find downward facing dog. Notice the feet, notice the hands. And then from here, plant the left foot and plant the hands, reach the right leg to the sky. Bend the knee, let's stack that right hip over the left hip. Maybe roll the ankle or roll the knee. And then plant that right foot down to the ground. Let's lower the knees to the floor. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Plant the hands, plant the knees, and now curl the toes under, up and back to downward facing dog. In this inversion, notice the third eye. Notice the energy floating or trickling down towards the third eye. Notice the feet, the hands on the floor, grounded. And then when you're ready, if you want, lift the left leg to sky, bend the knee and stack the hip. Breathing out and in. Maybe exhaling Om at any point in your practice today. And now lower down the left foot. Ground into the hands. And let's inhale to step the right foot between the hands, lowering that left knee. Keep the left hand planted. Reach the right arm to sky, kind of twisting with the heart towards that right knee. Right arm to sky, a low, twisted, side angle pose. Breathe in. Exhale, sweep the right hand down to the ground. And with that knee down, the foot down, let's reach the right arm forward in the same direction as the crown of the head. The left hand is still planted. And then when you feel stable, lift the left hand to meet the right. So now the palms shine towards one another. Breathing in and out. Exhale, ground the hands to frame the foot. Curl the toes of the left foot under. Lift the left knee and then step the right foot back to plank. From our plank pose, let's lower down the knees and the tops of the feet. And then the chin and the chest. And then maybe you lift the chest slightly. If you have low back issues right now, just rest the head on the hands and then bend the knees so the feet shine towards the sky. So if that low back's bothering you, just bend the knees so the feet shine towards the sky. If your low back's feeling a-okay today, then you come into your cobra pose. If that low back is not so hot to trot, then lay on your stomach and bring the feet to the sky, okay? We're just grounding into our belly breath here. Bringing awareness to the front of our body in contact with the floor. And then when you're ready, if you're in cobra, lower down, bring the hands under the shoulders. If your feet are lifted, lower the feet, and then we'll press up and back to downward facing dog, lengthening that spine again. Breathing out and in, grounding the hands, grounding the feet. Good, guys. Breathe in. And then exhale, let's lift the left foot between the hands, lower the right knee down. Grounding into the right leg, the left foot. And then with the right hand grounded, lift the left hand forward so it reaches in the same direction as the crown. The gaze is towards the foot. When you feel nice and stable, reach the right hand up so the palms shine towards one another. Breathe out and breathe in. Another breath. And then exhale, bring the right hand to the ground or a block and sweep the left arm up to sky. Our revolved side angle in our low lunge Anjaneyasana. Breathe out, breathe in. And then exhale, bring the left hand down. So the foot is framed now. Curl the toes of the right foot under. Step the left foot back and find downward facing dog. Exhale and inhale here. Breathing out and in. And now this time, let's plant the hands. Feel the hands nice and steady. Plant the feet. Bring the right hand in the center of the mat. Now cross the left hand underneath the body towards that right knee, or maybe the right hip or the right calf. Just crossing the left hand across the body to the right side of the body, anywhere. We'll be here for 2 breaths. On the exhale, whatever feels right. And now plant that left hand back at the front of the mat. Bring the hands back to normal. Let's lower down onto the knees, tops of the feet to the ground. Hands are planted. Now let's sway the hips to the left, and then sway the hips to the right. And then hips to the left, and hips to the right. Now bring everything to the middle. And if it feels okay, drop the belly, lift the heart into cow. And then exhale, round, dipping the chin to the chest, cat. Lower the belly, moving into cow. We'll be feeling the intuition and illumination present here as we cultivate it into our cat. Exhale. Now find a neutral spine. When you're ready, bring the hips up and back to downward facing dog. Letting everything come and go just as it was intended to do. Bring the left hand towards the center of the mat, and when you're ready, if it feels okay, cross the right hand towards the left calf or the left thigh or the left knee. And maybe feel that energy integrating the right and the left sides of the body. The passivity, the activity, the listening, the speaking, coming together to serve us. Let's inhale, bring the right hand back to plant, so the hands are planted. Now exhale, lower down the knees, tops of the feet, the chest and the chin, and then come onto your stomach. Or if your low back is not so great today, if it needs a little rest, we're going to come onto the back. So either come onto the back or come onto the belly. Okay, so do whatever you need to do. So I'm going to be on my belly. So if you're on your back, you're going to do the same thing, but just kind of in a different motion. Okay, so if you're on your belly, bring the left hand underneath the face and keep the head lifted. If you're on your back, just keep that left hand at your side. And now let's extend the right arm past the head so it's out like a Y. And then let's float the right hand off the ground. So reaching the right hand to sky. And then lift the left leg off the ground so the left leg comes off the ground. And now let's bring our awareness to our right wrist, our left ankle, our right elbow, left knee, right shoulder, left hip. And then maybe we pulse it to the ground and lift it to the sky. And then we lower down and we lift the limbs up. And then one more time, lower down and then draw them up. And exhale, lower to the ground. And then we'll relax either onto our stomach or onto our back. Relaxing into the left side and the right side. You can rest your head on your hands if that feels okay. One more breath. And then we'll exhale, press up and back to child's pose. If you're on your back, draw your knees into your chest and hug your knees into your chest. If you're on your belly, come to child's pose. Feel that massage on the low back or that lengthening of the spine in child's pose. Maybe the third eye grounded onto the floor, onto the thumbs. And if you're in child's pose, let's reach the right arm forward and the left hand towards that left foot. If you're on your back, hug the right knee into the chest, and then bring the left arm up past the head. So your left arm extends up and your right knee is into the chest. If you're in child's pose, the right arm is forward, the left hand is towards the foot. And then we'll exhale to switch, the left arm coming forward, the right arm coming back. Extend the right leg long, draw the left knee into your chest, and the right arm overhead if you're on your back. Nice job, guys. Settling in. Exhale, let's extend the body long, coming onto the belly or onto the back. If you're on your stomach, the right hand is kind of underneath the forehead like a pillow. If you're on your back, just rest the right hand at your side. And then we'll extend the left arm forward off the corner of the mat. If you're on your back, the left arm kind of reaching past the top of the mat. And now reach the right leg off the ground. And then we'll pause here, bring our awareness to right ankle and left wrist, right knee and left elbow, right hip, left shoulder. And then we'll just pulse down and up, down and up, down and up, and pause. Feel the energy from the fingers to the shoulder, to the heart, to the third eye, from the toes to the hip, to the heart, to the third eye. And then exhale, lower everything down, relaxing the body. You can rest the head on the hand. If you're on your back, you can hug knees to the chest. If you're on your belly, bring the knees to bend, the feet towards the sky, and drop the feet to the right, and drop the feet to the left. Back and forth. Nice job, Ryan. And then let's rest the body, either on the stomach or on your back. So it's kind of like a shavasana, a neutral pose. And maybe follow the energy in a circuit from the root along the side channels or up and down that main channel. But 3 rounds of breath, joining the root to the third eye. Whichever path it takes is yours. And after that third breath, let's meet in downward facing dog, knowing that we'll all be arriving to downward facing dog at different times, and that's absolutely okay. Good, guys. And then once you get to downward facing dog, you maybe cleanse yourself with 1 to 2 to 3 breaths. Let's meet in standing in mountain pose. Our first kind of standing pose of the day, with everything stacked on top of one another, meeting in Tadasana. Really nice, you guys. Nice, really nice. Feel those chakras stacked one on top of another, spinning as the opposite energies meet and work together. Let's ground the left foot and bring that right knee up in line with the hip. Feeling some steadiness. And then bring the left hand towards that right knee. Maybe you hug the knee kind of towards the chest, or maybe you keep the leg a little straighter and you just kind of rest that with a cross pattern walk. Put the left hand on the knee, and then bring the right arm to sky. And let's open up towards the right, reaching the right arm behind us. So the right arm is behind, the left knee is in front, or the right knee is in front, and the left hand on the knee. Bring your awareness to your third eye. And feel the energy expand towards the fingers and towards the toes of that right side of the body. A gentle twist. And then we'll exhale to bring that right hand back towards the knee. And let's hinge at the waist as we send that right foot back, sending our energy back. And then our arms come forward, extending our illumination, our intuition, and that third eye energy in front, behind. One more breath in. And let's exhale to bring the hands to the side of the body as the foot comes to the ground. We meet a mountain pose again. Exhale. Yeah. Ground the right foot. Bring the left knee up in front of that hip. Maybe blinking open the eyes and blinking them closed and feeling the steadiness in your being as you bring the right hand towards the left knee. Again, you can hug it in nice and close to the body if that's more comfortable, or you can leave it more kind of like hanging down, that foot dangling from the knee. And then when you're ready, let's open up towards the left. Feel the energy of the fingers extending back and the toes going forward. And then feel the energy of the left side converging into the third eye. And then exhale as we feel the energy of the right side of the body meeting with the left. And then we converge at the third eye point. Now exhale to bring the left arm back towards the front, untwisting. Let's reach the right arms to both arms to the sky, but then send the left leg back. Extending the energy back, extending our energy forward. Breathing out and breathing in. Inhale. And now let's exhale to ground into mountain pose. Really nice, guys. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Exhale, the left foot ground, step the right foot back, and then pivot both feet towards that long edge of the mat. So the feet are nice and wide. Really nice. Inhale, let's extend our fingers outward. Draw the awareness to the right wrist, to the left ankle. And breathe into the third eye. And then we'll exhale to cross the right hand towards the left leg, the left hand to sky. Maybe the left hand comes to the low back, or maybe it comes to that right hip. And now here, in this inversion, bring awareness to the left ankle and the right wrist, the left knee, the right elbow, the left hip, the right shoulder. And then we'll inhale, rise with our awareness on those limbs still. Wrist, ankle, knee, elbow, shoulder, hip. Feel the energy cross the body and feel it enter and expand in the third eye. Good. Exhale, left hand towards that right leg, right arm to sky, or bring that right hand towards the left hip. And then draw our awareness, left wrist, right ankle, left elbow, right knee, left shoulder, right hip. Pause. On an exhale, let's rise back up. Feel that energy connected again. Wrist, ankle, elbow, knee, shoulder, hip. Feel it join at the third eye. Exhale, lower the hands down towards the thighs. Let's bring our feet together, guys, standing side by side. And then ground the left foot with the right knee up. Cross the right leg over, finding eagle legs. And then our arms come in front again, right arm under, left elbow on top. Cross into your eagle arms. Left ankle, right wrist, left knee, right elbow, left hip, right shoulder. Feel it all together in that central channel, meeting that third eye. Notice it's really hard to even separate them here because it's one. Energy working as one. Let's unravel, find mountain pose, ground into that convergence of energies, polarities joining. We are not separate, we are all one. Let's ground the left foot, or ground the right foot. Left leg over. Left arm under, right arm on top, find those eagle arms. Find some pause. Right ankle, left wrist. Right knee, left elbow. Right hip, left shoulder. Feel everything joined here. Flowing from the foot to the crown. You can't even really tell which arm or which leg is which. Let's gently unravel, planting the feet, closing the eyes, and bringing our awareness to the third eye. With awareness on the third eye, let's inhale to bring the arms up overhead. Let's exhale, fold forward. And now let's come to a seated position. A nice, comfortable seat as we come into just a little bit of breath work to prepare us for Shavasana. If you want, you can even lie in Shavasana right now, and I'll guide our awareness through the breath. So if you want to lie down on your back, if you feel better that way. We're going to drop into Shavasana after this, so whatever is more comfortable. Exhale, dropping into awareness at the root chakra. Notice the central channel from the root to the crown, going right up the spine straight. The right side is that masculine energy channel. The left side is the feminine energy channel. Now bring awareness to the root where the masculine and feminine meet. And then inhale, feel them separate to opposite sides of the body. And exhale, they cross back at Svadhisthana. Inhale, they separate to either side. Exhale, they meet at solar plexus Manipura. Inhale, they separate. Exhale, converging at the heart. Inhale, they separate opposite sides of the body. Exhale, they meet at the throat. Inhale, separate. Exhale, meeting at the third eye. Let's pause. Inhale, they separate, and exhale, they cross at the throat, descending down. Inhale, they separate. Exhale, crossing at the heart. Inhale, separating. Exhale, crossing just below the sternum. Inhale, they separate. Exhale, they cross just below the navel, Svadhisthana. Inhale, they separate. Exhale, they ground at the root. And then we'll inhale, follow that breath up, Sushumna Nadi, awakening our energy. To the third eye, exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Following, tracing this energy on your own. Resting in Shavasana whenever you're ready. It's here at Ajna Chakra. Where the energy is even more subtle than it was at the throat. Beginning to remember more and more that we are not separate from one another. That when we extend loving kindness to ourselves, we're also extending it to the entire world. And when we extend loving kindness to another being, we're extending it to ourselves and to the entire world. As we drop into that thread that is Sushumna Nadi, that channel of light and energy that is our main energy channel. Feel that grander and more present than it's ever been before. This eternal energy. That what is eternal in you is eternal in the rest of us. Now with your awareness on your physical body, on your eternal light, say to that eternal thread, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you feel connected to the greater whole. May you rest in eternal illumination. May you be loved. And now visualizing the light of someone that you hold dear. From the light within you, say to the light within them, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you feel connected to the greater whole. May you rest in eternal illumination. May you be loved. Now feeling that connection, that expanded light. Visualize a globe of light. Everyone's light converging as one. And say out loud to yourself, may we be filled with loving kindness. May we feel connected to the greater whole. May we rest in eternal illumination. May we be loved. And now maybe noticing your feet, your hands grounding into your physical body, grounding into the physical home of your light. Begin to move your toes and move your fingers, becoming more and more aware of this present time and present space. You can remain on your back. If you want, you can come to a seated position. We'll chant the mantra Om together before our Om Shanti today. Let's exhale. Inhale. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.